ンツとの第3戦。大谷選手は2番 DH 先発投手として登板。6回97球を投げ3安打1失点自責点0、5奪三振とし10勝目を挙げ、エンゼルスも4対1で勝利しました。大谷選手は勝利に向かってほぼ休みなく試合に出場し奮闘しています。ただ指や腰の痙攣やマメなど疲労と体の状態が心配になります。エンゼルスの元監督のジョーマドン氏がインターネット番組に出演し、大谷選手の体の状態と負担の軽減についてコメントしていました。
Hey, I have to ask you about Shohei Ohtani because a little bit concerning recently. He had the start in Detroit, hot day where he was cramping. He had a blister issue before that. And now we saw him last week against Seattle where he had to come out of at least the pitching side of things after 4 innings with cramping in his hand, his fingers. There's been some talk about trying to get him a day off. He says, I'm fine. I want to play every day, especially this time of year. What's your take on Ohtani? You know him so well, and managing the physical workload of what he's doing in a year, of course, where it began way back in February with the WBC as far as really ramping it up.
Yeah, I mean, would show exactly, we've talked about this before. We talked about in the book and on the show that, you know, when I was with him there, we decided that he's going to tell me exactly when he needs a day off. And a lot of times he said it'd be based on how his legs felt. But, you know, the workload he's been under over the last 2 years is extremely different for any Major League Baseball player in the past or present. I think 2 times that last year there during the regular season, I asked him to take a day off the next day based on what I was seeing. I thought I was seeing somewhat of fatigue. I really believe it, Show, if you sat down and really drew it out for him very well and presented your case well. And probably, for me, the best thing to do would be give him a day off before or after a day off. Then he's going to get his like little mini all-star break, give him 2 days off. And if you point out when, pick out the right pitcher on the other side and just tell him how, if you take this moment off, we're going to try to eliminate the potential for other injuries. And the freshness you're going to feel afterwards, you're going to go off even more. So I would try to present it to him that way.
Might be tough to give him a day off this time of the year. The Angels really scuffling to stay in the race. Is that a factor?
Yes and no. I mean, you just keep doing that and eventually you might not have them at all. So sometimes you have to be proactive, bite the bullet. And again, pick out your spot based on the opposition and you alter your lineup that day. You make sure that he gets his day off. And then even potentially, if he just maybe for one at bat, but in a perfect world, you would give him a complete day off or 2 days off and then moving on afterwards. And I think he would benefit from that.
Joe, always great stuff. Thank you. And I'll see you on the podcast.
Very good, Tommy. Thank you very much, buddy.
本日は幸いにも指や腰の痙攣は起こらず6回を投げ切ってくれました。出場不可能のような怪我となる前にマドン氏の言うように定期的な休みが必要なのかもしれません。ただエンゼルスはトレードデッドラインで買い手に回りこの状態ですので、チームとしても大谷選手は1試合でも出場してほしく、大谷選手としても勝つために自分から休むとは言わないでしょう。なかなか難しい状態ではありますが、相手チームの先発投手次第では休みを与えるのがいいかもしれません。次は敵地ヒューストンでアストロズとの3連戦。1戦目はメッツから戻ってきたバーランダー投手。なんとか打ち崩し3連勝を期待します。